Putting numbers like equations. Trench talk. When you jump up off the porch as a youngin' and start posting on the block with the junkies and get it bouncing.
What's good, what's good, G? We out here, man. Listen, all my people in the audience, man, all the people that watch the content, listen, go down to the description box right now. I need y'all to come over there to my store, man. Support everything that I'm working on, man. My description box is loaded with all the things I'm putting together, all my programs. Man, listen, come join in, come support your guy. And you know what I mean? Come on, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button for me, G. Go down to the description box, man. Come support me. Charleston White, man. Kevin Samuels, right? Now, I seen this, man, and I can't understand it, right? Like, bro, so clever with his words, man. It's funny to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Calling the man a homosexual and like, you know what I'm saying? Talking about these guys pay for women and stuff like that. I say Charles the White is a tough guy, man. Then he did a concept, right? I want to watch it. Oh, is it Say Cheese or something like that? That's one I like Say Cheese. Man, some of my favorite interviews, man. Say Cheese and Bandman Kevo and Charleston White. They got that's like Kobe and Shaq, bro, when they do them interviews. With Vlad, I always say Vlad got Boosie, Lloyd Jamal. Man, them joints used to be plugged back in the day, man. Controversial every time, bro. But anyway, not to get too far into that. So he say something like, man, what does he call it from the Fresh Prince? Phil had a beautiful wife. Or he said Jefferson. Hey, look, man, bro had me so weak, man. Because when you think about the concept of what he was trying to say, is this basically like you have a guy that'll be chubby or big and this and that, and they still have a beautiful woman. So you don't really have to be the guy like a Chris Brown or a Trey Songz 6-pack and all of that. See, what Kevin Samuels is talking about is the income status of it all. And then like when you look at like the roommates and different platforms like that, when they're talking about rebuilding yourself and establishing yourself as more as a presentable man and a man that's having a financial transformation and be going into a 6-figure salary and things of that nature. So like when you look at with Charleston is a comedian and he's trying to be controversial with the things that he's saying and doing when he's picking on Kevin Samuels and stuff like that. Of course, a lot of things Kevin Samuels say, I agree with a lot of what he's saying. Some of the things that he do or say, some things I don't agree with. But most of the stuff that he's talking about is true. He got the facts, he got the statistics, to everything that he's talking about, and he's able to back it up. When you have a man that's in sales, you know what I mean? My wife was in sales. They used to read these whole paragraphs and had to remember it and be able to go into around people and to be able to present the things that they were selling to the people or whatever and have their script already prepared for them. So Kevin Samuels is a professional guy that got into the YouTube world and doing the dating thing like that. And he kind of studied everything around him to be able to present to you not only his own experience, but his actual stats and things to be able to tell you how dysfunctional things are really is in our community. Now, Charles the White, I get him all the way because what he's saying is like all of that BS they shooting at you is BS because you can see a dude 500 pounds still get the best looking woman in the world. And like I told you, it's fine. You got to think about the Fresh Prince. He was a lawyer, right? Like he wasn't broke. He was big, but he was a lawyer. I get it. See, yes, money will mold you into having things that you wouldn't normally have. Vlad was talking about this whole thing with Kevin Samuels. He went from a computer guy or something like that, nobody knew who he was, to DJ Vlad, to end up getting all the influence things that you get being in front of the camera. He ain't really in front of the camera, but his name is in front of the camera. Let's put it like that. But he got the status and the respect. You know what I mean? But like I say, with money comes power. With you know what I mean? You growing, you're gonna become something different with that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, what do you do with it when you get it? You feel me? But like I say, Charleston, he's saying a lot of right things, but he also saying a lot of wrong things, calling the man gay and feminine. We got a gay man out here doing this mad because when he say some shit like, he told us, oh, he mad because he can't get no man. I'm like, this nigga. I say, bro, be tripping, man. I don't know why he going so crazy on Kevin Samuels like that, man. He got a lot of people say that he's they feel like he's feminine and stuff like that. And like I said before, I think he just got a message And like I'm gonna tell you another thing. What Charleston said that was some real stuff. He said women should be doing what Kevin Samuels doing, right? And I say he's even Kevin Samuels said it. He said, man, he said a mouthful when he said it should be iron sharpening iron. But like I told you before, we had this conversation on my platform before. It ain't no women to have those conversations with. You not, bro. Like, it'd be hard to, like I told you before, you can't tell from Keisha up the block from the girl that work at the biggest firm in the world. Like, you can't tell their personalities are the same. The character is the same. They act the same. Like, so if you have a person that has all these accolades, all these accomplishments, all these things going on, and she still sound like Keisha from up the block, once the conversation begins to start, it's just become a ball of just nonsense. You need a woman, right? And I haven't seen it yet. Like I said, I listened to Love Dorsey, but Love Dorsey, I've never really seen Love Dorsey do that style. Now, like I said, I may have missed it or something like that, but I haven't seen it. I'm just saying I haven't seen it. Maybe she did. I haven't seen it, right? So like I said before, I haven't seen Love Dorsey do that type of thing, right? So, okay, so it would be beautiful to see women do that though. But you can't do it and compromise. Like I just seen something the lady said, she was talking to Kevin Samuels. Why can't we just work out our differences amongst one another? And I said, if your differences are wrong traits and wrong things, it's nothing you can work out. You have to be doing things the proper and right way. You can't be trying to coach somebody within love and relationships and stuff like that and telling them to do bad things and then say, let's just work together with the bad things. It's like, we got to come to a place within our life where we look at different things and say, no, this is not the way we're going to handle this. We have to handle this right. That's why he come into the picture. Now, eventually it should be a woman that involves and become that. But I haven't seen it. Like every woman that I've seen that do platforms, either real ghetto or just real, just trying to fit in. I haven't seen that boss, different style woman that's like, girl, get out of here. Like, you know what I mean? I haven't seen it yet. I have not seen it yet. And like I said, I've seen Love Dorsey, but I haven't seen her to that extent or that level where I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, like I listened to Love Dorsey and she said some of the realest stuff ever. But like I say, it's not really that coaching and that conversation. You know what I mean? And like I said, I run a dude on the room that was saying something like he stopped doing his live shows because people were saying he was roasting people. No, you're not. It's like me as a man and as a person, bro. I know my flaws and I know what I need to become better at, right? So it's like if I'm going into asking somebody a question, I have to take the truth that's coming from the actual question that I'm asking the person. I can't expect somebody to say something the way I want them to say it. You know what I mean? You got to sometimes deal with the tough and the real truth of the matter. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's going on with that. You feel me? And I think a lot of times when he's having those conversations like that, that's how things get screwed up like that, man. But yeah, man, like I said, I feel like I haven't seen a woman do it yet, man. I would love to see that. He right, Charleston White was right about that. It should be women. It should be iron strengthening iron, man. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like these super strong women that have these conversations like that. Like you have these real, I'm not submissive. I'm not going to be submitting to nothing. And it's like, it's just a ball of just hot mess. Like, and I think you need a Kevin Samuels at this point. Even if the dude effeminate or whatever the case may be, you need it because those conversations are not being had. Nobody's talking about it. And then the women that come out, they so withdrawn and scared. I'm gonna get into a fight if I say this, if I do this or that. Like, it's like you have to have a woman that's so strong that she's not afraid of anything. And that she's willing to tell you that you all the way wrong in these sector. What's happening into our world is that every woman that we know, I'm gonna say 98% of the women we know all date the same guys. So they have all the same stories. So they all experience the same things. Though, how can you tell somebody a different story if y'all all chasing the same guy, experiencing the same things? And then you identifying men by the bad dudes that you choose instead of choosing somebody that's different from the other guy. It's too boring. I can't do this. They love me too much and this and that. It's like you don't want the idea of having the happiness that really is going to work in your life where you can work around. You rather chasing a bunch of stuff that's going to bring you pain and frustration. And then you bringing this bad message on to everybody else. And like I told you, man, I haven't seen a woman platform that was like that. Everyone that I really seen has been like either extra ghetto or just extra garbage. I haven't seen it. Like I say, Love Dorsey, beast. But I don't really see women with that type of information and knowledge and just like Love Dorsey is a rare breed because I don't know where she come from, but she is good. Like she's really, really good at what she do. Like amazingly good. Like you know what I'm saying? Like straight up. I'm giving her like 100 in a bunch of check marks because man, I listen to some of the stuff she said. I listen to Kevin Son, I listen to her, and I promise you, when I listen to some of the stuff she's saying, the realest stuff I ever heard, G. Some of the realest stuff I ever heard from Love Dorsey. I think she's a beast. But like I say, I don't see her really doing the coaching type of thing. I don't really be saying that. You know what I mean? The actual talking to the women within the communities to get an outward look of what we dealing with and how do you piece together these type of situations. And I think the style that Kevin Samuel took on is brilliant. I think it's needed because you need to feel humiliated for saying this dumb stuff. Like you just do. You can't be saying this crazy stuff and not. You need to be embarrassed. Like straight up, you see people get on the camera and then get off the camera. It's like, nah, you need to be embarrassed. This stuff shouldn't be said. It shouldn't be coached. This shouldn't be put down on other women that be doing these bad traits like this. Having this hot girl summers for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? And then talking about you going to get a husband after you got 4 different kids from 4 different individuals. It's like, man, is you serious? Like, you got to stop that, man. Like, that is straight up blasphemy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. I don't respect it. I don't think that's the way we should be handling it. Like I say, Charleston got his opinion. He said a lot of real stuff. But Kevin Samuel is in a movement right now. And I think like I say, I don't know if he gave it, he ain't. It's going to eventually come out being that you in the spotlight. So we'll find out about that later. But is he telling the truth? He's telling the truth, G. About all this stuff we breaking down. He telling nothing but the truth. And we got to respect the truth. We can't respect the fate. You feel me? I'm out, G. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also hit that like button. And when you hit that notification bell, it will always let you know every time that I upload new content.